Okay, let's get started.
Yep. All right. So today we will be presenting you all on the topic AI solutions to cut down maintenance downtime by 50%. Let me introduce myself. I am Yashasvi. I'm the technical manager here at OXMAINT. And today I will be the director of this webinar. I do have two very experts on the matter here with me today, Mr. Ram and Mr. Fedi. And I would let them introduce themselves.
You
Everyone,
can
thank you.
start.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you so much for joining our webinar. My name is Ram Upadhyay, the founder and CEO for OXMAINT AI. I've been in the industry, manufacturing in three continents, in Asia, Europe, and in Americas. Spent 40 plus manufacturing plants spanning in process and discrete industries in various sectors, and have been in the reliability and plant maintenance for much deeper. Uh, that's what brings us a vertical AI. We'll be very happy to talk to you. I'll have my co-host Fadi talk about him. Brief.
Thank you, Ram. Thank you, Rashi, for this invitation. I'm Fadi Farid, maintenance manager with about more than 20 years experience in maintenance field as a maintenance consultant in many industries, FMCG, petroleum, and heavy industry. And maintenance consultant for establish maintenance system in factories from scratch until using AI. I used many CMMS companies as one of their experts. Until now, I am in this field to establish maintenance system from scratch to AI system.
All right. Thank you so much for introducing yourselves. And we will begin with our webinar now. And off to you, Ram.
Thank you, Yashi. So, as an Oxment AI, what we stand for in today's webinar, first of all, Oxment AI is a California-based AI company. We are a vertical AI, specialized to bring the best-in-class maintenance and reliability by supporting the best possible technology today. We are a team of technologists, field expert, based in Middle East, India, and US, based in California, Atlanta. Our mission is to bring the manufacturing the very best possible outcome in terms of plant, machinery, reliability. And in this part, we would be talking today the presentation about it, how this AI, how to take it forward, what it means to you as a maintenance personnel. Could you possibly use it? Could your team use it? Could your management? How do you see that? Right? And this is a real life example scenario where Fadi and I, we would be talking about that. So as a company, we are very excited. We are a California-based OXMAINT INC. And Ishi, if you go to the next slide, please. So the major problem statement that we have been working as a traditional software, right, where the maintenance management is done, we call it CMMS, Enterprise Asset Management. And there are great players in that, right? They do an excellent job in a traditional manner. So for the best run companies who are highly process oriented, they're using 5S, lean manufacturing, very well covered disciplined workforce. For them, how do you get to the next step, right? In your manufacturing arena, a 1 percentage point more availability of machinery on an annual basis is a huge thing. As a management, you would look for what is the best we could do it. And there, the role of technology, how AI is significantly come as a good assistance to you, to your team members, your management. Right? That is the all workflow we would be talking today. Right? And we'll be focusing as the title of the webinar is, how do we cut down your downtime by 50%? But we have the example cases where it has gone up to 80% reduction in that. And that is what, Freddy and I, we would take a interactive look on that. Uh, Now here, when we talk about like traditional maintenance strategies, see, there are three perspectives. Management plans with the intent to know everything, perhaps have visibility on that, and they deploy the software solutions. When they come on the floor and people need to keep the machines running on day-to-day basis, it doesn't align enough for them the value of those traditional solutions. If I'm handling a downtime, and we see that, okay, but what my software gonna do in that? I have to go in front of a machine, make my hands dirty and make it up and running. If you stuff a software into between, maybe I can feed the information and maybe it can help me in planning. Right? That's where we can see that uh, the respect for technology or the utility for the end user, the real maintenance people, is limited, not in traditional way. Now, in the world where we are looking, that is the gap where we would see a new way, a transformed way to see the same working, the same downtime, but now we are looking, okay, how do we become reactive to productive? How far information management should not be done by the people who are working on the ground? My engineer who's going out on the floor can do the very best job without even worrying about I have to log this, I have to write this, or find the prior information. How much automation can actually empower that individual to do the more accurate job and much faster? And that is where the AI component comes. It's a unlimited knowledge. Right? Consider that you have a matrix oracle sitting along with you. You ask any question and you have the answer. Since you possibly can think like the inception of the plant till you standing right now, multiple people have been on the floor, multiple managers, people retired, new workforce joined. The information, the knowledge, and the experience curtailed by those people goes along with them. And that brings the variable outlook in the reliability practices. And this is where the AI comes as a game changer, really something which is a multi-facet, not catering to one specific use case, right? It is working with your planner, it is working with the person who log information, it is working with the approver, immediately letting them know what is the details about it, working with your engineer, technician, the last mile people, how fast they can react to it, how well they can do it. At the end of it, it is automatically running the audit, it's closing. So each and every component which is cumbersome and gonna take too much of administrative burden. If you deploy your maintenance department with this, in the traditional sense, you would need a lot more people. And the financial value of that would be lesser than what the effort would take. So without AI, it's not financially viable thing. But with these intelligent agents, we look at a much wonderful thing, right? And that's where I believe we would be having an interaction with Freddy. He would be talking about his case scenario. Freddy?
Yes, Ram. Yes, great. Look, Ram, when I talk about traditional concept, the hidden cost was a problem. The hidden cost. So the AI can trigger the hidden cost. I will talk with you about one of my example, one of my concrete example from my experience and my planet, where we have EVA in molding injection machine. It is completely automated. So we have a lot of failure with heaters. So actually, we waste a lot of times for preparing reports, for waiting maintenance team. Then this is the loss of hours. It is appeared for you, but the hidden cost We have lost in scrap, in raw material. We have lost in time that machine can turn back again to work. We lost time. We lost a lot of money in logistics delays. This is the hidden cost. So traditional way or normal program can't trigger this style of hidden cost. When we try to use AI, Oxment AI, or for this machine, we see the impact directly with small, simple way. We install IoT heating sensor for this machine, uh, and we use Oxment AI to monitoring this machine 24 hours per day. So we found insights from AI, from Oxment AI. It began to detect early deviation of heaters, predict what the degrade of heaters, and automatically Oxment AI start to make a preventive work order automatically for this machine and send directly to maintenance team. This practice, maybe it is so simple, but is very powerful because we reduce downtime by 80% from 20 hours per month to less than 4 hours per month. As you see, decrease the logistic penalties about 25 years, 25K $1,000 per year. We reduce scrap, we reduce penalties by using Oxment AI. The ROI of using Oxment already done with 1 year. We spend $1 investment in using Oxment AI, and we save from $4 to $5 per dollar of investment. That is the main what we gain from using Oxment AI.
Got it. Well, thank you so much for that great story and sharing all the details with us. I Could you just also help us understand like what your management typically looks for when a breakdown like this happens? Like, what's their concerning point? What's their top priority in that case? If you could share a bit on that as well.
You can answer, Ram.
Yep. So, and thank you, Freddy. One thing we want to iterate on that. Yes, yeah, I'll come back to that question. In the prior one, the savings is on one molding machine. It's not a compound for the plant, so it's a multiplier effect, right? And in the breakdown part, what we see is like when production stops unplanned, the cost of maintenance is not the priority. The parts would be a small amount. We have full-time people dealing with that, but the impact goes in the background is massive, right? Like Freddy mentioned, we're losing the raw material. The machine need retooling or setup. We need quality test it again, then go to the cycle back. Right? That thing is very powerful in terms of when we mitigate it. And you give example of IoT, how the things weave together. It's like a combination of administratively teams sitting along with you. Right? The moment you receive the IoT signal that the overheating, the temperature on that molding is gone beyond the threshold, that very second agent kicks in. What it does, it goes as far back as it need to. Hey, 3 years back we had the same issue. The same maintenance issue appeared. Person X worked on that, putting these two parts in it, doing this way of maintenance. Right? That information is jump shooted to me. I'm not going and looking it up. I'm not searching it. I'm not working on my memory. What it means, it's a one hoop where the planning component comes. So when the agent is creating a maintenance work order, it's not waiting and going and checking in the inventory that do I have that part or not. It immediately reserves it. If it is not there, it's going to go ahead and run a purchase requisition, go ahead and place a purchase order, whether you are using SAP S/4HANA, Oracle, any ERP, right? In a matter of seconds, what unfolds is unprecedented. Right? Part one, it went back in the entire history of the product, that mold machine since the day one. It checked when the next PM cycle is coming. It's gonna go ahead and check when was the last was done. Was it done on time? It's gonna go ahead and immediately check what kind of parts and material needed, what kind of labor workmanship needed. Right? If you have your biometric connected with the agent also knows who is on the floor right now with the expertise. Because you may plan a work order for somebody, but for some reason they are not today. Well, that brings an immediate chaos. You're having downtime, and the individual who was supposed to be our best person is not there today. Unplanned. That could as well happen. But as the agent has that awareness, it's weaving those things together. Right? I, as a planner, now see a maintenance work order put together based on the IoT signals, based on checking my next PM cycle, based on looking all prior, my engineer inspection reports, that if they have submitted anything. And when I see that work order, it has parts, it has tasks, it has the right person in that. When my engineers start going on the floor, he see those prior reference orders. Right? When it is doing the planning, sending it to the plant manager, sending it to the maintenance team, it is in the awareness that, hey, this work need 2 hours of MTTR. It takes typically 2 hours, right? So the whole pieces of administratively needed information is done. And that's the beauty that Fedi could achieve 80% reduction. We're very happy about it because our
Yes,
agent, yep, go ahead,
sure.
Fedi. Mhm.
Oh, in this point, Ram, I remember when I use OXMAINT AI for this feature, actually, the application, the program, select the best member in my team who will can repair this problem and send to him direct message. Actually, I was impressed. This technician go to directly to solve the problem before I know, because
Yep.
the application sent to him direct contact, because he is the best one can solve this problem.
And that's the beauty, right? And the other thing that is pretty surprising, uh, the agent works with the global best practices. So, as a manufacturing leadership, as you aspire to be the best cost effective and most qualitative product company, in the backdrop, you want that principle to be upheld by your maintenance and reliability team. Now, the agent is a living thing, it just takes that instruction and it creates the KPIs. It moves the team along, right? So it keeps shifting the goalpost. For this quarter, it appears that, what is the global standard in my segment, right? In relative to that, where my plant is, where my team is, right? And it designs and works on those KPIs. So the next quarter, if breakdown is our goal, it is achieved, it's going to go ahead and move to the next stage. How about we become more proactive in our maintenance, more planned, more prediction oriented? You achieve that, it moves the goalpost. How we become more precise on that? And that's a beautiful thing. You never heard that. Think about in Fatty's case, he has 40 molding machines, but they were not all bought on one day. uh, the plant was commissioned with a certain set of machines. A few years down the line, you expanded and got a new set of machines. Some are refurbished, some are pretty new, some are really old. And we apply same blanket logic. One inspection method, one set of PM cycles. It is as if like, you're giving a medicine to a 18-year-old and 80-year-old. Would you do that? No, you wouldn't. But then why wouldn't you do in the maintenance? Because it just can't be managed. But the agents do that today for you, right? If they see this machine X, which is relatively old, has been through the cycles, it's going to design a unique inspection seat for your engineer. It's going to design a different PM cycle, perhaps early, perhaps late, different task in it. And that's very powerful because effectively it brings zero breakdown. And Fedi, I believe on this part, I also want to hear you that when you first time started exploring, uh, how did it go for you?
Actually, actually, Ram, from my experience, I used a lot of types of CMMS and a lot of types of ERB system from traditional way till the most famous. But now I am very comfortable with Oxmant AI. It's very simple interface, very integrated with all types of ERB system, and we start with Oxmint, and now we Oxmint AI, very simple, organized people. My teams, all of them can use it. Friendly interface for mobile, for PC. So it is very simple program for us, and with very intelligent program for us. The KPIs that we can get from Oxyment AI and the insights for KPIs, for key performance of teams, of machines, of assets, of financial reports that we can, of energy saving that we can get from Oxyment AI is very impressed for us.
Well, thank you for that. We appreciate it. It's a great hard work of our AI team to put it together, and when it is being used on the plant floors, appreciated. That's something we would wanted to hear on that. Uh, just as addition to that, we have another 5 to 7 minutes in our webinar, and we would like to use it in terms of bringing more open questions. We know that some of the audience may want to see the live product demonstration, although the beauty of agent is more done in a personalized manner, right? Because it has a very wide scope and the problem statements are very different for based on the plant teams, right? They may have a different priority challenge, and we want to make sure that we bring that excellent demonstration, perhaps a prototype for you, right? So I would like to invite all the attendees that you have opportunity to have one-on-one product demonstration on the agentic part, right? Go through in that flow that how each and every piece contribute together to bring this ROI, bring the downtime by 50% reduction, and have a clear established ROI value chain for your management, for you to trust upon that.
In this point, I wanted to say something, Ram,
Mhm.
because I know how Oxmint team helped me to calculate the ROI of investment for my business, for my company. So, if anyone wanted to calculate or investment on Oxmint AI, Oxmint team can help you to calculate ROI for your business smoothly. They are so friendly team and can help you directly.
Well, thank you so much, Freddy, for that. And we do have one question here. And so the question is, what information is usually missing when you get an equipment alert? Either one of you could take it up because, Rami, I've seen a lot of examples here too. So,
So, and Ferdy, you could chime in, whenever you feel it. But when the equipment alert is coming, uh, most of the time, if I'm the engineer, it's just not the equipment alert. I need to see everything around that machine before I go start touching it. I start putting it down. I need to provide my estimate to the production supervisor, production people, how long I need the machine, what I want to do on that, why this is coming. Right? So the first thing is check the legitimacy of the alert. It's a right alert. It does require that, and mostly we go on the floor and uh, review it back. In this case, the AI agents comes pretty handy because it has the entire genealogy of all prior IoT signals. It's not a one-shot signal. When agent triggers it, it is based on the confirmed information, right?
Right.
It takes away all the false signals from it. Sometime, IoT may fluctuate, or there could be number of contributions. So to the question, in the agentic way, it is totally different because, like an example for a cement plant, we connected 3,500 IoT signals, 7 different areas, raw material to processing to packaging to shipping, right? In that, you're getting a very high frequency data, and the variability in that is not momentarily. It never happens that the temperature suddenly spikes, from 50 degree to 150 degree. Most of the time, it's there are enough signals. When one signal fails, other will impact too. So when that analysis is happening, uh, and then in the backdrop, the agent is looking immediately that are there any service pending, overdue, when is next coming? Is any of the engineer reported anything in their daily flow walkthrough? So it's a very connected workflow when we start seeing with our OXMAINT AI agent. I hope.
Got it. And then we do have another question, and that is around how can somebody get started with OXMAINT?
Freddie, you take it as a customer perspective here. How would
Yeah,
you?
yeah, yeah. Can you put QR?
Yes, yes.
Just scan this QR. It is so simple. Just scan this QR, like I done before, and the Oxyment team will connect with you and make a demo for you and see the features, all the feature of Oxyment and Oxyment AI. Then you can start directly with trial setup for you if you wanted to use it. Then they will continue the flow with you until the setup for your users. And if you wanted to upload some data directly, they will help you. Just scan this QR code.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a simple one. Thank you, Ferry.
Yeah,
Generally, we see it in three stages. One is like working with the real users, maybe the maintenance managers and their team, establishing the definition where AI could help them, where it would bring more value, where it is a trivial value, helping them create the business use case, establishing the trackable ROI, and then putting together an implementation plan for them. Right. So generally, we do this at a no cost to our customers, and that makes a huge difference. Having a trusted relation, we invest our time and energy in our customers, helping them establish where it would help. So as Fadi said, this QR code is one fit solution for all.
yeah.
All
And
right.
if you, Yashi, I wanted to mention something happened with me also. The main step or the first step that you can use Oxyment AI is to calculate your ROI. So as Ram said, we will help you to calculate ROI in your company with no charge, no cost, uh, just scan QR.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much. And as we wrap it, I will just briefly go over the points that we all discussed today. Uh, AI can cut down time by up to 50%. It has reduced waste, prevented crisis, and even delivered ROI, as you have already heard it from the expert himself who has been using Oxmain. And this is the best way for you to get a personalized demo. Come scan the QR code, join us or drop us an email at sales@oxmaint.com, or you can just directly scan it and book a demo. It would directly book it a timeline for you. And you can reach us on LinkedIn as well. Wherever you feel comfortable, just drop a note. We would be there. And yes, thank you so much, everyone, for joining today. And on behalf of myself, Ram and Fedi, we appreciate your time, and we really look forward to meeting you and helping you maintain your assets really well and transform your maintenance journey. All
Thank
right.
Bye
you,
bye.
Yasmin.
See
Thank you,
you.
everyone. Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. Bye bye.
Bye
Good
bye.
day.